So that is the ETH long-term price prediction, combining token metrics.
We know when it's a good time to buy and when to offer it to those exclusive clients. And I highly suspect that we will see BlackRock's Bitcoin fund acquire a...
You know what? I guess who cares if there's more bots than we thought? I guess now after months and months and months of making a big deal about this, I'm just going to change my mind and go and buy it. Unless there's something that he knows that we don't know.
A 13K Ethereum could be a reality soon. Bill Noble of Token Metrics will explain to us how a 13K ETH price can be achieved. And LARK Davis will give us what could be the most important information regarding crypto and its future. Bitboy Crypto gives us his extremely controversial opinion on Elon Musk's Twitter acquisition. Welcome to today's State of Crypto. Subscribe for more great content.
Right? Why would everybody just say, oh my God, I got to have ETH. Oh my God, I got to pay with Bitcoin, whatever. You know, what would cause total crypto market cap to 3x what it did, last cycle? Well, there's only one answer in my mind, and that's a crash in the dollar, right? In other words, when this video is being recorded, everybody is losing faith in other fiat currencies like sterling, the yen, and the euro, but you only get 10 trillion total market cap and 13K ETH with a dollar crash. Matter of fact, we've done statistical work that shows the way to get 13K ETH or 12K ETH is with a much lower US dollar. So some people look at the dollar index, DXY, however you want to look at it. So last time, when we did Bitcoin and we did other videos, we didn't assume a $10 trillion market cap. In this case, we threw that up there as a scenario. Scenario 1, man. Scenario 2, the flippening. Scenario 3, the dollar crash. Now, since meh is meh and the flippening is consensus, the winner is scenario 3. Scenario 3, right? ETH at 13K with 10 trillion market cap. The reason this scenario in my mind is the winner is that ETH can go to 13K. And according to our table, if ETH is at 13K, you probably have $10 trillion market cap, especially since dominance is staying the same. If you're an ETH moon boy, and even if you're not an ETH moon boy, then 16% ETH dominance seems to make sense, right? Because it's not assuming ETH is any bigger than it is now versus the market, but we're assuming the market is a lot bigger with ETH leading. So it's ETH as the leader as the dollar falls apart. So that is the ETH long-term price prediction, combining token metrics work and GAN.
Definitely agree with Bill. A 13K ETH is definitely possible. Next, LARK Davis.
Let's talk about the BlackRock Bitcoin Fund, which was a pretty surprising announcement from the world's largest asset manager a couple of months ago. But it did indeed happen, and now BlackRock clients can invest in Bitcoin. And the timing of this was excellent. You will notice they did not launch their Bitcoin fund when Bitcoin is pumping up at 69K. Oh no, BlackRock's smarter than that. They waited. They know when it's a good time to buy and when to offer it to those exclusive clients. And I highly suspect that we will see BlackRock's Bitcoin fund acquire a lot of BTC during this bear market. Remember, only a fraction of that BlackRock money will eat up all of the available Bitcoin on exchanges. This is one to watch. The potential impact here is absolutely insane when you run the numbers. Then there's this news from the NASDAQ. They are launching a crypto custody service. Now the NASDAQ, of course, is a titan of the stock world. Their entry into the crypto game in such a direct way, it's a very serious move. The big Wall Street players know how big cryptocurrency is going to be. They see how big Bitcoin is going to be, and they want a piece of the pie. It's really that simple. And more importantly, they want to be the most important players in this industry. The NASDAQ offering, for example, will go up directly against custody providers like Coinbase. Then there is this story from Fidelity that Fidelity is planning to allow customers of their brokerage service to be able to buy Bitcoin. Now, formally, Fidelity's Bitcoin offerings had only been available to their private wealth clients, but this is now opening up BTC to 34 million Fidelity users, which at least will bring Bitcoin to more people, so that's a good thing. But if successful, this is also going to make a very big centralized service provider, Fidelity, a potential top Bitcoin holder, which is not super awesome. Also, side note, there is not enough Bitcoin for each of Fidelity's clients to have even 0.6 BTC. And if we talk about just the Bitcoin sitting on exchanges around 2.4 million Bitcoin, the number available for each Fidelity client is only 0.07 Bitcoin, which is crazy. And finally, this story here, a new crypto exchange called EDX is being launched by Citadel, Charles Schwab, and Fidelity. Just casually, the biggest names in finance launching a cryptocurrency exchange. Charles Schwab, in case you don't know, the second biggest asset manager in the world behind BlackRock, but ahead of Fidelity. Citadel's an absolute giant in the traditional finance space, and this is, the first Bitcoin play, by the way, for Charles Schwab as well. And the message is clear. Big money not only wants to get into Bitcoin, they also want to corner and control the markets and be the most important players in those markets. I suppose the fringe benefit here is that this stuff will eventually pump up the markets when those people decide that they're ready for that to happen. And look, I know it's easy to lose sight of the big picture during a bear market. Everything can seem so grim, but pay attention to what is actually happening, because big things are happening. Don't worry about what those big money players are saying. It's all smoke and mirrors. Look at what they are doing.
I think all the big players are accumulating, and once they are ready for a bull run, they will promote crypto. The next bull run is going to be epic. Next, Bitboy crypto.
I think he's being forced to buy it. I think is what this boils down to, right? Like, why would he just all of a sudden say, well, you know what? I guess who cares if there's more bots than we thought? I guess now after months and months and months of making a big deal about this, I'm just going to change my mind and go and buy it. Unless there's something that he knows that we don't know. That there is, maybe something massive coming, that could cause the price of Twitter to skyrocket. Maybe he's going to do something. We know he is certainly a market manipulator. Everybody knows that. So maybe he's got something in the works and he figures, well, regardless of whether, there's tons of bots there or not, I'm going to make a lot of money in the short term. Could certainly be something that he's thinking. But it's hard to get inside of his brain, because he thinks so much. It's not like he's a super, like, the way he thinks is so much different than everybody else. It's like, you never know what he's actually thinking. You never know what his actual motive is for what he's doing. And that's why people love him, because they always assume he's got great motives. Look, he's making electric cars. He's trying to go to space. Look, he likes Dogecoin. Good little boy. But you don't actually know the truth of anything that he's doing at any given point. And I think that's really what, when we go back to when this started, like, everybody's like, oh, it's good. Like, I was on board. Okay, well, it's got to be better than the people that own it now. But the more it's gone on, the more I've thought about it, we don't know what he's going to do with it. And we don't know what the ultimate play here is. So certainly this will give us something to talk about. And I don't think it'll make Twitter worse. Can't get any worse than it already is. Basically everybody on Twitter already hates me. So if Elon Musk buys it and one person likes me, then